stand before you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. Let the little children come to me. No, really, don't stop this. We need the little children, or all of the children, or the children at heart, even. We will bring them in. I need to be near the kingdom of God in order to be able to preach the sermon. Would you just sit right up in here? It'll help me focus. Now, the parents might not believe that. It'll at least help me be concise, right? Now, before we put all of this down, let's see. Maybe it is World Communion Sunday. World Communion Sunday. You didn't know I would need so many props, did you? Many colors in it first. But wait, there's more. Who wants to see the show? Too bad I can't. Okay. World Communion Sunday. Now, this is not just a way of getting out of preaching on Mark on Children's Sunday. You might think so, but it's not, I promise. Now, does anybody know what these are? Yes. They're balloons. Yes, they are balloons. Very good. They're balloons of sort. They're balls. They are also globes. And a globe is like an image of what the world looks like, right? The planet Earth on which we live and move and have our being, right? Can anybody, it's good, I like the raising of hands. Anybody raise your hand if you can tell me a difference between these two globes? This one is light blue and this one is dark blue. Very good. Another difference between these two globes. They are decidedly different. Very good. You have another difference. This one, very good. I like that image. This one is political. Man-made images of countries and colors. I like this one better myself. It just shows the geography of the world. Now that's very good. This one also has time zones, another man-made construct. Now, we know the difference between those two. Wait, light blue and dark blue. These are both political, but they're still a little bit different. Hold on now. What's the difference between this one and this one? Big! What's the difference between this one and this one? Alex? That's right, different colors. I can also see through this one. Can you see me? Of course you can see me. I'm just holding in front of my head. You can see the rest of them. What's the difference between this one and this one? It's little. This one was big, this one is little. Now, what's the difference between these two? All at once. Balloon! Yes! Now, let's see. If you would hold this one on that end, Alex, you hold that one. Here, you hold this one. Good. All right. Now, you hold that one. You hold that one. You hold that one. I said hold on to it. How are these all the same? All of them. Anybody? They're all globes. They all represent the same thing, do they not? So on World Communion Sunday, no matter how we represent the globe is still the globe, and it is a representation of something much larger than even the big one, right? Now, in the scriptures this morning, we had a very interesting story, and I'm afraid that sometimes the nuances of the story, the complexity of the story gets lost when we read it, because it's not just for you guys. I think some of the adults don't always hear the whole story when we read through it the first time. So if I'd like to go back and talk about Job for a minute. Would that be all right? Now, Job, it says, was a man from Uz. Can you say Uz? Oh, that's good. Now, the whole congregation together, you didn't realize I was talking to you. Everybody say Uz. Uz. That's how Job felt. Uz. Have you ever felt like that? Yes, Job felt like Uz. Now, Job is what, arguably, the very first book that was ever written for the Bible. Did you know that? Now, if you open up your Bible, it's not the first story inside the cover. The first story inside the cover is beginning of all of creation, the globe. It talks about the beginning of all creation, but really, Job was written first, and here's why. Before people worried or wondered, how did this whole thing get started? They wondered, why do bad things happen to me? Why do bad things happen to somebody who is good most of the time? And the reality is, no matter where you live on the globe, maybe I need the big one for a minute. Can I trade you? Toss it. Good. Here, hold that one. No matter where you live on the globe, there are some things that are the same, right? Now, obviously there are differences, just like there's differences among these globes. And no matter where we live, and no matter what period of time we lived in, and no matter what culture we are a part of, there are some things that are the same for every human being. Can we think of something that's the same for every human being? Well, yes? Most of us have 10 fingers and 10 toes, right? Not everybody. I had a friend that was missing a finger. It wasn't because he was bad, but he didn't listen very well. But most of us have some things in common. But what every human being has in common is that we have good things happen and bad things happen in our lives, right? If you have had good things and bad things happen in your life, would you raise your hand for a moment? Good things and bad things. So sometimes we could call these sorrow or sadness and joy, right? Now, when God was talking to Satan, Satan came along and God said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And Satan said, "I'm just walking around the earth, going this way and that way." Kind of an odd conversation. But God said, "Behold, my servant Job, he is blameless. He lives a perfect life. He is a great person. Just look at Job." And Satan said, "Yeah, I don't know." God said, what do you don't know about?" He said, "Well, he's never had to face anything hard. If he had to face something hard, he would probably say bad things about you, God." God said, "No way." Satan said, "Want to bet?" And God said, "You can't take his life, but you can, because the way the world is, there are sometimes bad things, suffering that happens, and he allowed bad things to happen. It doesn't mean that God caused them to happen, but he allowed things to happen." Now, so we have bad things and good things happen in everybody's life, no matter where we live on the globe, no matter if we're big or small, no matter what our culture or when we live, bad things and good things happen. Now, what we decide to do about them is up to us. And this does change from time and place. I think part of the point of this story in Job is that bad things happen even if you're a good person. God knew that Job was a good person, and bad things still happened to him. And even his friends and some of his family said, "Job, God's not on your side." Job still believed that it wasn't God punishing him. And so when bad things happen, when we have sorrow and sadness, it's not because God is punishing us or testing us. It's just the way human life is. Now, the really cool thing about this, to me, is what I have found is when we have people that we can visit with, whether it's our family, maybe it's mom and dad, maybe a brother or a sister, a spouse, maybe it's this community of faith at Ascension. What happens if we share our sorrows when we're sad? How many of you have gotten hurt sometime in the last month or so? What did you do? Did you cry? Maybe. Did you go tell mom and dad? Raise your hand if you told mom and dad. Why did you tell mom and dad? Because they make it better, right? But no matter how little or how big the sadness, the sorrow, when we share our sadness, it dissipates. It's made smaller. It's made less. Have you ever noticed when you are sad and you cry on someone's shoulder, you feel just a little bit better? Have you ever noticed that when you're upset or hurt, that sharing it helps make it less? Now here, my friends, is a really cool part, if you ask me. Just as when we share our sadness, it's made less, when we share our joy, it is made more. When we share our joy, it's magnified, it's amplified, it's made bigger, like this. Did you want that back? Did someone else want for this one? So, the lesson from Job, I believe, on World Communion Sundays, no matter where we live on the globe, no matter what time or place we live, no matter what our sorrows or our joys, we find that when we share the sorrows with our friends and family, they are made less, and we are lifted up. And when we share our joys, when we share our happiness, it is made bigger and better by sharing it. And to me, that is really good news indeed. Now, if you guys agree, that the way you say I agree in church is you say amen. If you agree, you could say amen right now. I'm going to keep them for a little bit. They need some more training. I'll be right back. Just as I've invited the little children to come, remember that they are before us as an example of the kingdom of God. If for no other reason, it's the little children who are always ready to share both their sorrows, that they might be diminished, and that they might share their joys, that they might be magnified, and that we might be lifted up and experience life through them. And now I know that all of you will say,